Hello, my name is Denise. I'm from Turkey, Istanbul. How are you?
I'm good, Denise. How are you?
I'm good. Have you ever been to our country before?
I have not been to Turkey. No, I have not.
All right, I think you should visit because it's one of the best countries in the world and it's one of the basketball capitals in Europe. So, looking forward to see you here, Isaiah. But I would like to start my interview with this question: that if you would describe basketball with three words, which words it should be?
Love, trust, and confidence.
Why confidence?
Because to be good at anything and to be great at it, you got to have confidence. You got to have the confidence to go out there to play, to believe in
Mhm.
it, and just do what you do. But you got to have confidence, and you gotta love it, and you gotta believe in it
And I think
to be
those three
great.
words, I agree with you. I think those three words explain your career, your name, your legendary name, and your legendary career. When we look back and when we still look at it, when we still look at you, and you said in one of your interviews, most impactful and the most influential team used to be the Bad Boys, the Detroit Pistons. Why it is?
Well, I think what we did is we elevated team play. We came together as a group. We emphasized, the trust factor in terms of believing in each other, and not only that, from a defensive standpoint, we changed the game defensively. The way people think about defending, executing on defense, the level of communication that we had during that period of time. I just think that we set the standard in that day and age in terms of defensive play, and it's still followed up today. Some of the rules and principles that we instilled into the game is still used today. They call it small ball now, but we play with three guards, three offensive small guards. I was 6'1", Joe was 6'2", 6'3", Vinny was 6'2", 6'3", and we had success. We were the first team to win back-to-back championships with a small team, with a small guards playing that way. So pick and roll basketball is what's present today, and that's the way we won championships.
And if you had one chance to change one thing in basketball on 2025, to look better like it used to be, maybe back in the days when you used to play and when that back-to-back championship years were, what you would change first in the basketball?
Um, the I think the presentation of the game, a lot of the strategy, of the game has really gone out of the game. When I
Hmm.
say a lot of strategy, I would say most teams are very similar to each other, play a very
Right,
similar style. So
right.
there's no uniqueness or things to differentiate one team from the next. The body types are the same. We had guys like Muggsy Bogues and Spud Webbs and myself, along with a Magic Johnson and a Michael Jordan and a Dr. J. Everybody was kind of different, and all different body sizes, body types could really play the game and excel and have success in the game. Today, it's very similar across the board. Um, the other thing that I would do is I would put a maximum and a minimum on the 3-point shot. Like
Okay.
you can only take so many 3-point shots a game, but there's also a minimum required that you have to take a game. So I would have a maximum and a minimum, and then that way coaches and players can decide when they want to use a 3-point shot, how much they want to use it, and then that way you get some variances in the game, you get some differentiation, and you get some things that strategically you have to look for to use. So I that's what I would do. Some of the things that I would do.
It's great to hear from you these things, and I was very curious about that. And another thing that I'm very curious of is that do you think that you deserve to be selected to Olympic Dream Team?
Well, I definitely wanted to be on the team. You know, whether or not you deserve it or not, that's up for debate. That was the first team that I ever didn't make. But you know, the dream team performed well. They did a great job, and I wish I would have been a part of the team. However, I wasn't, and I rooted for the team to win. I wanted the USA to win the gold medal, and they did.
And then how's your relationship with Michael Jordan in these days?
We don't have one.
Okay, okay, all right.
No
Um,
relationship there.
okay, and the guys, since I'm from Europe, I would like to ask you, the guys that are coming all the way from Europe and play in NBA right now, for example, Alperen Şengün, for example, Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic. How do you see them, and how do you describe their talents that they put into the game style of NBA?
I think it's great. We wanted to, expand our game globally. That was one of the things that we wanted to do in the NBA to
Mhm.
give every every person a chance to dream of playing in the NBA. And we did that. And a lot of the players that you see in the NBA now are players that that grew up on that dream, and I'm happy that these guys have come over and had such great success. We sent a lot of coaches overseas to more or less teach the game. I thought we did a good job. I was one of the groups that went over and was teaching the game in different places. I didn't make it to Turkey, but I made it to Italy. Spent a lot of time over in Europe, in Paris and in Italy, and teaching the game, just talking about the game, doing clinics, and to see some of the players growing up now, coming over and having success, is a great thing. Tony Parker's dad was from the west side of Chicago, so he was one of the ones that came over and really loved what the European players are doing, and their fundamental base is reminding the Americans of what fundamental basketball should be, and I think we're going to start moving back towards that.
Wow, I agree with you. It's great to hear these from you again. And Isaiah, maybe one day you and Alperen Şengün together with NBA visit Turkey, Istanbul. So, why not? No?
I would love that. I would love that.
Okay, looking forward to that. And thank you so much for this amazing interview and take care.
You're welcome, and thank you.